Thank you for having me, Uncle Eli.
No problem. It's good to see you. You've grown so much since I last saw you. Now, I think I have some idea what you came to discuss. However, I do hope I'm wrong.
You're probably right, but I don't even know where to begin. I do know it probably starts with my grandma. Sorry if that's a sore subject, but I'm out of options.
Oh, Velda. Such a tragic case, my mother. She really would have loved to know you. I don't know. I know we don't know each other very well yet, but already you're reminding me of her.
Well, thank you. I would have liked to know her too. I'm sorry to be rude, but I don't know if my time is ticking away or not, so if we could just jump in now, I think that'd be good.
Well, then let's dive in. I'm sure by now you've guessed that mental illness alone wasn't the only thing that caused your grandmother's downfall. When she began working as a neuropsychologist, she used her free time to study, usually herself. This is because that during that time she was experiencing a recurring nightmare that was completely derailing her everyday life. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I have my suspicions that you're having a similar experience.
From what you're saying, yeah, I have a suspicion that our experiences might be connected in some way.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that. I really thought it was over, but I think part of me knew that was too good to be true. Would you mind sharing more about what you've been going through with me?
Well, please hear me out before you decide I'm just being crazy. I know I have a big imagination, but
I've seen things so crazy you wouldn't believe. Go on.
okay. I've been having a recurring nightmare as well, but it feels like something more. At first, I thought it was a person until I saw it up close. To me, it almost looks like a bird, an owl specifically. In my dreams, it's only a bird, but I saw it in person. At first, I thought someone who had seen my documentation on what I've been going through was messing with me because what else could it be, you know?
Trust me, I know. And you're right. It isn't a person. I have personal experience with it. I'm glad you reached out because this thing, that clock is always ticking. Your grandmother actually had a name for it.
What'd she call it?
She called it the interloper.
So, what is this thing? The interloper, I mean.
It lives in your dreams. Don't get me wrong though, it's very real and very alive.
Not to be rude, but that's pretty vague. What are you talking about?
There's a special ability, let's call it that. This ability runs in our family. Your grandmother inherited it, and unfortunately seems you did too. Now bear with me. Everything that you dream really exists, just in a parallel universe. Your consciousness leaves your body and travels there whenever you dream. The interloper is an amalgamation of your worst nightmares. It grows within this universe like a cancer. Your grandmother figured this out through her studies on herself.
So, if it lives in my dreams, how is it here?
During any of these nightmares, did it ever touch you?
Yeah, it did.
That allowed it to form a mental bond with you, and it hitched a ride back when you woke up.
So, I'm guessing the same stuff happened to Grandma. What did you guys do?
When it reached this point with your grandma is when she enlisted my help. As you know, I've worked as an inventor of sorts for the majority of my life. I came up with an idea for a device that I thought could theoretically stop it. I called it a dream catcher because essentially that's what it is. The interloper is made of energy generated by your brain waves. This device emits electromagnetic waves at an equal and opposite frequency to the interloper. It worked, but it was costly. Your grandmother got hit with the electromagnetic pulse. That, combined with the toil that the interloper was already taking on her psyche, is why she's in the state she's in now.
So that's what actually happened. It's a touchy subject with Mom, so I left it alone, but I always wondered. Do you still have the dream catcher?
Unfortunately, both the interloper and the pulse took a toll on my psyche as well. I'm left pretty scatterbrained to this day. I disassembled it and hid the parts at specific locations around the area. I left indirect clues for myself that only I can understand in case something like you're dealing with ever happened. I wish I could just tell you where the parts are, but unfortunately, on account of my scatterbrain, I've forgotten. And the reason I didn't just write the locations down was because the interloper could easily use it to find those parts.
So where should I start?
The only thing I know for sure is there is something at your mother's place. I'm really glad you came. I wish we could have met under different circumstances.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I never would have known. You've given me a little hope, and that's a lot right now.
While you're searching your mom's, I'll dig around for the clues. I'll give you whatever I can find. This is going to be a long process, but we'll put our heads together and figure this out.